Hey everyone, Happy Dude here, and here we have Brian's Nissan GTR from Too Fast Too Furious. And it's from the brand Greenlight, and it actually has light on the bottom. It's in scale 118 and made out of die-cast. Alright, let's take it out of the box. So here we have the rear spoiler, so some assembly will be required. Wow, it's so shiny. And here's the GTR from ERTL Joyride Racing Champions, also in scale 118 and made out of die-cast, but this one doesn't have any neon lights. Alright, let's take it out of the box. Now the ERTL version is secured in place with 4 screws. Alright, let's switch back to the Greenlight version. What a nice model. You can actually see the metallic in the silver paint. Very nice. These are not stickers, so that's good. We can see the brake calipers and discs. Very nice rims. The tires are rubber. We don't have spring action. And here's the bottom of the car. As you can see, not a lot of details, it's just flat, but then again they had to make room for all the LEDs and the wires and the battery. And you cannot turn the wheels. Now on the ERTL version, you can turn the wheels and the steering wheel moves with it. Now the ERTL version also doesn't have any spring action. It rolls pretty nice, as you can see. And this is the bottom of the car. I see a lot of detail. Now the paint job on the ERTL looks just as good, and same for the decals. They are not stickers but painted on, and the wheels and disc brakes are just as good. Now on the Greenlight version, you cannot open up the hood or the trunk, but you can open up the doors. And this Greenlight version has windows in the doors. Here's a more detailed view. Looks like we have 3 pedals and gauges. It's not easy to open them up because they are spring-loaded. And I don't want to damage or break it. Damn. Very nice. This is plastic. We have the nitro tanks in there and all the gauges and computer. And here are the sponsorships and the front of the Greenlight version. Okay, let me show you the interior of the ERTL version. Okay, so we have the nitro tanks. I also see a bit more detail in the gauges and in the center console, like the computer screen, and also on the dashboard. And yeah, the pedals are also more detailed, same with the gauges and the steering wheel. So yeah, the ERTL version takes the win. Now I'm not very sure because there are a lot of copycats of Brian's GTR, but I think that the ERTL version has the correct sponsorships. Now the ERTL version definitely has a lot more detail, like in the holes and the vents you can see the chicken wire. We also see the intercooler, so that's not present on the Greenlight version. Now, like I said in the beginning, some assembly is required with the Greenlight version, so we are just going to pop on the rear spoiler. And as you can see, we don't have any decals on this version. We do have them on the ERTL. Now, it's not very secure. You just push it on. It doesn't click in. So if you pick up the model, it's very easy to knock off the rear spoiler. Sadly, the trunk doesn't open, but we do have an amazing exhaust. Now, the rear of the ERTL version looks about the same, but the spoiler is way better attached. The stickers and number plate are the same, but look at that puny little exhaust. That just looks sad. Now, we can open up the trunk on the ERTL version, but there's nothing in there. Now, I can't show you the engine of the Greenlight version because the hood doesn't open, so here's the engine of the ERTL version. And I have to say, this looks pretty nice. Now, we don't see the engine in the movie, so I think this is just the stock engine of a Nissan GTR R34. Okay, now let's put some batteries in this Greenlight version so we can see the effect of the blue LEDs. And I think the batteries go in here in the back. There's an arrow, but it's very tight. I hope it's one of these batteries, otherwise I have to go to the store real quick. Okay, let's see if it fits. So the negative goes to the bottom, so like this. Okay, so it's not so easy to turn back on. It really has to be very flat, and you have to be careful because the thread is plastic. So let's turn it on. You see, sometimes it goes off because the battery is not that very tight in it. So to fix that, make sure that the hook is completely down as far as it will go. Then put the battery in. And then we need something here that pushes down on the battery so it will work better. You see, now they flicker, but if something pushes down here, it should work a lot better. You see, now they stop flickering. Now that looks very nice. It's a lot better than on the Street Glow version of ERTL. There we just have a bit of light on the side, but on the Greenlight version you can see that we have light all around the car.